Breaking news, as Joe was mentioning, the United Arab Emirates saying that it will leave OPEC and OPEC Plus as of May 1st. The country's energy minister telling Reuters that that decision was made after a careful look at its strategies. He said the UAE is doing this at the right time without hugely impacting markets because of constraints on the Strait of Hormuz. Brian Sullivan joins us on the Squawk Newsline. Brian, what are you hearing?
Well, it's brand new. I mean, this is breaking news right now, and this is a big change to the global oil order. It's a big change to OPEC as well. The United Arab Emirates was one of the key members, one of the not first founding, but first members of OPEC, joining actually before the UAE became a nation. It was just the Emirate of Abu Dhabi, and then the UAE was created in 1971. They're doing about 2 million barrels per day. So they're one of the bigger OPEC producers. They're nowhere near the level of Saudi Arabia or even Iran or Iraq, but they are critical when it comes to holding OPEC together. And I'm going to kind of give you just my inside take, having been to many OPEC meetings when they used to meet regularly in Vienna, Austria at their headquarters, which is that Salman al-Mazrouhi, who is the UAE oil minister, he was one of the guys that would kind of bring together some of the warring parties, right? You had groups that were inside of OPEC, mostly Iran, that would want to always do their own thing. And Saudi Arabia and the UAE would kind of go to Iran and say, listen, we're going to give you what you want. We got to make some deals here and get this, bring everybody together. So the UAE was a critical member, not just in terms of oil partnerships, but in terms of just sort of the diplomacy itself within the group, because everybody likes to think of OPEC as like this one group that's sort of singularly focused on the same thing. It's not true at all. You've got OPEC members from South America, Venezuela. You've got OPEC members from Africa. You've got OPEC members from the Middle East. And then, of course, the Plus coalition with Russia and others. So this news literally just crossing minutes ago, the UAE, which is about a 2 million barrel a day exporter from OPEC, is leaving the group. You see OPEC or oil is higher right now. I see that on the screen right there, up about 4%. It's unclear what these other priorities may be, but obviously I'm already pinging some people in the UAE and around the world to try to get more context on what is a pretty big headline for a random Tuesday morning.